everyone, Mherex here, bringing you another video. This one is going to be on Sheamus, the Brawling Brutes. So I'm a little bit late getting to this one as I was on vacation, so it's Monday, but I'm going to do it anyway. You can see I ended up with 1,590 shards, so I won't recruit him. He is a focus showboat, modern era. He has the Irish link, that's 40% less damage from green moves. Brawling Brutes, red moves start with 8 more MP. Modern era gems do 5% more damage. He's a trainer and a fantastic one. 26k, any color finisher do 25% more damage, and blue moves start with 2 more MP. So that's pretty cool. For the duration of the video, we're going to have this strap equipped. Nothing amazing, it's a flat one. Fury 2, 10% gem damage, and a Z-plate. If you don't know what a Z-plate does, whenever you make 4 more countdown gems, increase your gem damage by 50% and reduce your opponents by 35% for 2 turns. So that's what I'm going to use for the duration. He has this no move pin bar move. We're going to talk about this a little bit because actually right now I have what would be the equivalent of Feud perks, plus 1 MP and nothing on a match. So to make this one work, you have to have a specific setup, and that makes it a lot harder to recycle. White Noise, 8 MP yellow, deals 63k damage and make 35 multiply gems into red. Beats of the Bowdrin, 7 MP red, deals 66k damage, choose 4 gems to make into yellow gems, pin bar will not move. Rogue Kick, 5 MP red, deal 58k damage, choose 6 gems to make into 1 turn countdown gems that will deal 92k damage and make 6 random gems into multiply gems of strength 3. Entourage, we are going to run forward, so a 3 red match gives us 5 MP. Sting, so we have 4 to start. And then Hollywood Hogan at 26k, so a 3 red match gives us 7 red MP. This allows a 3 red match to recycle the not move the pin bar. Now, you could also not do Hollywood or not do Ford, and then you just wouldn't be able to recycle this one, but you would be able to recycle the Rogue Kick. So that's why we're doing that, and this is Feud build, and it does need 17k Santa as well. So to make this work for Feud is not very easy. You need a lot of specific, very whaley stuff. So here we go. We're going to go against Ivar. Let's see if we can get the board to cooperate, because choosing 4 is not very many. Very hard to make this recycle work in normal constraints. Of course, we are extremely lucky. We have red all over the board. I will take it. Absolutely. You're going to need some friendly boardness to make this work, since you can only choose 4 gems. We're going to recycle for sure. There's our 5 match, which we want to see at some point. So that's 1 stack of the Z-plate. This is going to be a second. Board really cooperating nicely with us. TBH. Maybe not as nicely as I would like. Yeah, we have to use that. That's fine. Not a big deal, because we have plenty of pin bar to work with. So we'll just do this. Okay. This will be 3 stacks of the Z-plate. Obviously now it gets a little bit easier with multiplies on the board to recycle. Because you can make a row break. However, that is no guarantee, right? So it is what it is. It's not as easy to recycle as it looks, though, for sure. We're gonna go here. Oops, that was sort of a mistake by me. Not that it matters. I can't remember if I have another swipe, to be honest, but either way, we're ready to hit it. We're going to finish him off. I think I had another swipe. my main goal was to show how difficult it will be to cycle that. We hit for 3 million, so that's not bad, right? At our level, not bad at all. But there's no guarantee you're going to start out with a board like that and be able to get the match. So honestly, most of the time, this is how I would run him with this one. We're going to do the same thing, but run it this way. And if you don't have Mherex, you could substitute that with a bunch of different things. You're still going to need 17k Santa and that sort of thing. We're going to put Matt in here. Just know that you're not going to be able to really recycle the no move the pin bar. You could use like a Z, instead of a Z plate, you could use like a boss plate and things like that for this. The boss plate would probably be the other one that I see actually being somewhat viable. So the idea here is that you're going to over-index the multiplies since we can't get a bunch of stacks. So if you don't have Mherex, you would want to do somebody with red gem damage. Also, potentially, you could use like Booker T, so you're choosing 6 yellow gems, but recycling would be the no-move pin bar virtually impossible without those two, or at least one of those. So I think this would be the way I would run him for Feud. Here's a great example. You can see we're going to get a 5 match. We're not going to move the pin bar. We got the red match, but it doesn't get anywhere near filling us up. So that's kind of what you're dealing with, right? We're still going to hit really hard. In fact, you can see, and this is really funny, is we actually hit harder, and I wanted to call this out. We hit harder, quicker, without doing all of that extra pin bar move nonsense. So while it looks really cool, the pin bar isn't worth the effort to me when you can hit harder by using the multiply gems and going that route. It's simpler, it's faster, it's safer, and it's also realistic for Feud. So that's why I would run it that way. That's obviously my favorite moveset. Sheamus is a very premium one. So let's get into the next one. This is double yellow. Again, you're going to see 17k Santa. You don't need 17k Santa for this. However, it will help. Simply because then the Celtic Cross will be loaded on turn 2, as will the rolling fireman's carry, rather. Alright, so all new moves. Celtic Cross finisher, deal 127k damage, 38 reinforce into green. Cloverleaf, 8 MP yellow, generate 40 random sub-gems and do 105k damage for 4 turns. Remaining turn into reinforce. And rolling Irish Curse Backbreaker is what we actually want. 4 MP green, deal 48k damage, choose 3 gems to make into 2-turn Juggernaut gems. Increase your yellow MP by 4, and deal 147k damage at the end. You actually don't need 17k Santa on this one. That's my mistake saying that. You don't, because the yes, you do actually. Hold on, we'll see. I'll show you. Wow, I should never doubt myself. Let's change this one. Yellow and yellow. You actually do, because you can't put the green down turn 1 in Feud. So you don't need him, but it helps, and here's why. Let's take a look at this. Also for this one, I would use the All Heart skill plate. I think this is going to be a really good moveset as well, and a lot of fun with the All Heart. So you can see in Feud, with Santa, this would be 1 short. The sub would still be loaded without Santa. This would be 2 short. So what that lets you do in Feud is just start with the sub and go right to the finisher, which is really nice. And it makes this work a little bit better from this standpoint that we're going to see right here. Oh, let's go like that. Why not? So that was 1.5 million, not bad. Obviously, it would be 100% more gem damage, and then you could see the Juggernaut gems would refill our yellow the second time around, and then we would hit the sub, and then we would get the damage per them on the second rotation. So I see this as being like a 2 rotation kind of win, most likely at 6 star. So I like that moveset a lot too. You don't absolutely need Santa to make it work. You'd have to do a swipe in there, and it would do the same, but it's really good. Kind of like that moveset a lot, to be honest. This one is simply to show you the stun, and I think I missed putting the... Remember, I can fix this on the fly though. This one. Boom. Magic. We're gonna put the one move you haven't seen in. Sorry about that, guys. I'm still in vacation brain. This would probably be better, much better suited triple green with the 6 star move. This can run into some massive recycling issues, for sure. You need stuff on the board. So like a swipe plate would be good, or like a green to or yellow to green sort of plate. That kind of thing would be good, which is heavy machinery. Would be good for this one. So really it's just the sub, the Rolling Fireman's Carry, 6 MP green, skip turn, 78k damage. And then we're indexing the reinforced trainers for more reinforced damage. The downside is you can't just keep going with this because you overwrite your gems. And I'll show you what I mean. Most likely overwrite them, but it could cost us a little bit if we do. So we get the 1 turn stun, which is fantastic, and this works great to start. Like, starting out is good, and then it kind of runs out of steam if you can't find a green match. Blue to green MP plate would be great here as well. So he's stunned, we get to go again, we still don't have anything, but now we have the sub to slow him down. We're going to assume your opponent in Feud would be loaded. Normally I would say take a swipe and continue to charge your stuff. Actually I wouldn't, because then your countdowns won't do anything, or your juggernauts. And when they count down, we're going to do damage based on the reinforced gems. Oh boy, he broke him too, so that was sad. We didn't do a ton. And if you don't know what I mean, here, I show you. Deal 14k damage for every reinforced gem. So now you'll see the issue that I was explaining. If we hit the sub again, we would potentially overwrite these. But since we've done a sub, you could maybe assume the AI would be drained. So that's fine. So we're going to hold off on that because it'll overwrite potentially our gems, and we have another 3 match for the stun, so I'm just going to put these out, load us up again. Now we can see some damage happen. Not a ton, to be honest. And now I'll show the potential overwriting. I'm sorry, I'm kind of froggy here. So we saved 2 of them, so 1 got overwritten. $400k damage. To be honest, I don't think the reinforced coaches are working. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 29 times 2 times 14k. So 14,702 times 2 was times, what I have, like 29? Yeah, I don't think they're working. So you'd want to go sub coaches then, I guess, to last long. And you just wouldn't run this build, to be honest. And it's not surprising they didn't work because it doesn't say it doesn't work on Juggernaut gems, just like the last time. So it's not surprising. But you wouldn't... I don't like this build compared to the other stuff because of the overwrites and stuff. So super sub coaches would be for sure the way to go. You would certainly never run this competitively in Feud, you know? So anyway, I mean, I'd say I think you guys have probably seen enough. That's Sheamus. The no-move pin bar, well, it looks really fancy and cool, and I've heard a lot of people say they like it. It just isn't as good as just straight up loading up on the multiplies and being, like, quicker. It's a lot more work, and it's very hard to pull off in Feud. You need specific trainers, and you need to work. But I think Sheamus is great. He's going to hit super hard with that multiply set. And also with the one before this one will hit really hard on the second cycle, and you're draining them. And this one can hit pretty hard on turn 1, has the potential to keep people down. But you do need a lot of stuff for Sheamus for him to work that effectively. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. A little bit of vacation brain. So hopefully it was fine. Let me know what you think in the comments, and remember to like, subscribe, and share, as that really helps me out. Other than that, guys, thanks for watching, and good luck out there.